Suicidal with the Suicide Donkeys. And before I jump into the events, I want to go ahead and run some information on the top 100 leaderboard. Alright, these are just some of the alliances I've been keeping track of, and their pluses and minuses and stuff like that. We got English Lionhearts that pulled 9K. I don't know what the fuck's going on with English Lionhearts. 9K is ridiculous for 4 days. That's not even. That's being in a top tier alliance. That's ridiculous. Stone Vengeance pulled probably about 16,000. They're 31,000 higher, but one of their players they pulled was 15,000 tags. The players I have dropped and rotated had pretty much the same exact amount of tags. I have not gained any players that had more tags than the player before them. We pulled 23,000 in the last 4 days. This is more tags than any other alliance in the game. And I'm still working with players to get their promotions up and everything else to try and get them maxed up. So when we get everybody ready to go, yeah, it's going to be showtime, baby. So, I mean, it's game over. It's going to be 50 to 100,000 tags a week, every week. So, y'all better get ready for that. Y'all can keep recruiting these players with these high tags that just sit there and gather dust. It doesn't matter. Because if you think about it, the player that Stone Vengeance added that had 15,000 tags, well, hell, my players, I didn't have to kick anybody. And we made up them tags in less than 3 days. We made up the tags that they added from kicking a player and adding a player. So, as I said, that tactic, you know, keep doing it, man. Go for it. I'm looking for players that got some heart, man. Not players that just sit there with a bunch of tags like they're fucking Richie Rich or something. Fuck that shit. We're going to Quebec. 9K tags. They equal the amount of tags that English Lionhearts have pulled. So, like, again, I say I don't know what's going on. Venomous Vipers, very disappointing. Dropped 2,000 tags in 4 days. So, I mean, you see these top tier alliances not doing anything really, not pulling. I don't know where their motivation factor is or where their alliance is, and that's pretty much what I'm making this video for. I'm going to try and go ahead and give some of y'all leaders out there some motivation to get your alliances up. And the players that don't get up, you know, there's no problem with dropping them. There's always new players coming in constantly. The 12 Musketeers is now the 11 Musketeers, and they made it to the 100,000. Now, they are gaining tags at a ridiculous amount. I swear they gained 1,000 tags in the last hour and a half. And I'm kind of curious about how they did that, but, you know, I'm not going to question it. I know how this game is sometimes. Alright, then we got Crow Army. Crow Army, man. Yo, 1,000 more tags, you're on the 100,000. I'm glad to see them coming up, and hopefully they keep getting players that are active and hardcore and get a pretty decent team going. I haven't really been paying attention to the rest of these alliances. I've just been focusing on them. If this is the same Sofa King as earlier, I think they're Sofa King in Germany now. We do have players that are not in the alliance that are in the alliance. So basically when they get strong enough, they're going to be moving over as well. Some of the players in the alliance just do not have enough firepower, which is most likely going to result in them going to the Genesis program. Some players I thought were going to be good. One in particular wasn't doing anything. I told them to go to Genesis program, and they pretty much just dropped everything. So I think they were inactive. You know, that's why I don't like players that are below level 50 normally, or even really I don't even want to see them under 60, 70 usually, because you don't really know where their heart is. You know, some people get real excited about something, and then a week or two later, sorry, they just pretty much drop everything. English Lionhearts are not rhyming anymore. Yeah, just I'm very heartbroken about that. No more rhymes. Alright. But they do have a point on here. 5-5. Sort the restart out. Well, you can't sort the restart out because the game lags out and everything else. But it would be nice if you went ahead and left the battle before the battle was done. Not retreated, but just flat out left the battle that you lost 8 tags. I think that would be reasonable, even though there's situations where your troops will lag out. But the lag issues, they've pretty much been working on it. In some situations, the lag got a little worse, some lag got a little better. Now, the units don't act like they're supposed to act. Still, they're getting trapped, and they haven't fixed that yet. But like it or not, man, this patch is here to stay, and I am enjoying the patch itself. Now let's get into the motivation part. What you can do with your troops and what you can do with your men, your teammates, your brothers, how you can go ahead and get those tags up. First of all, you need a chat wall, man. You need to go ahead and make a chat wall so y'all can talk. I'm not talking about the chat wall down here where you go to chats and then you go to alliance. Nobody uses that crap, you know. You can use it. It is effective, but I think it'd be better if you had a chat wall and just added everybody to the chat wall. Global, really, you never have any conversation in here that's worth even watching. And global doesn't work on a universal circuit, so I can say something and my teammates won't even see it on global. So that's kind of broken, and I hope they get that fixed pretty soon. The game is improving in some areas and devolving in other areas, but I can see them working on it, so that's pretty good. The supply chain, enjoy it while you last, because eventually they're going to make it where this doesn't work anymore. It's going to spin, reset the wheel, spin, reset the wheel, spin, reset the wheel. So if you want that gold, get that gold as fast as possible. Alright, now to the motivational part, which you can work with your troops on. Alright, what you do is you go to alliance and you set a goal for all troops. Now we're going to start this week, and this is what I want my men to do. This is what I want our troops to do, and you should go ahead and talk to your troops and do the same thing. Alright, so all you guys go ahead and look at Stone Vengeance. Alright, I want you to scroll down. Oh, they got a new thing. Do not alright, anyways, so alright, let's scroll down. Basically I'm looking at my tags, which is 11,092. I'm looking at the player above me, which is right here, 11,829. That is my target. This is what I'm going for. So I want y'all to look at the alliance, look at what player's ahead of you, and then I want you to pass that player. Simple as that. All there is. So that player might have a ridiculous amount of tags, but as looking at our team and looking at this alliance right here, we're pretty much both diverse when it comes to, like, on the 1,000 brackets, like 3,000 players, 4,000 players, 5,000. So I mean, these targets are going to be easy to find. They're going to go ahead and a lot of them will be easy to overtake. There's not really as much activity in the alliance as most people would expect. The biggest tag puller right now is Delarock. I have no idea where Seth went or if he's coming back. All I know is that he's going to be gone for a while, and why he left the alliance really is a mystery to me. I don't understand. I got an idea why I would do it, but I'm not going to explain that on camera. Alright, so Jeff the Adventurer, he's pulling tags too. Of course, you know, if they came from our alliance, they're pulling tags. So, I mean, simple as that. So, I mean, it's not really many players pulling tags that you would expect, so it's kind of shocking. But basically, that's all there is to it, man. Just get on there, look for a player that's higher tag than you, and just push up and push past them. Right now, the Rock 24, that's my target. That's who I'm going after. You know, I want to pass that dude. I'm going to get on the gold wheel, get a bunch of gold so I can do my rushing, rush them tags, get those tags up as fast as I can, and go ahead and try and pass the Rock here. If I pass him and succeed it, by the end of the week, I'll be going and KBC, which I think the Rock should be passing KBC pretty soon. And then I'll just fall in line taking him out. So you just keep pushing up your tags and keep pushing up against the target. That's who you're at war with. That's who you're battling. So set it in your mindset, okay, I'm at war with the Rock. I'm going to war with the Rock. So you just constantly keep going war with him. When he comes out of camo, you hit his butt. At the same time, you can see when he's on patrol, how active he is, everything. You can learn your enemy very well by just constantly going ahead and keeping tabs of him, keep track of him, and pushing up. Now, all the alliances, it doesn't matter what rank you are or what level you are. You can pretty much look at the alliances at the bottom. Let's just take for an example, the Men of Honor would be at war with Ebola Soup. All right, very interesting name. So you just pretty much say you have like 2,400 tags. Tell that player, you know, go ahead and look at Ebola Soup. Look at somebody who has 2,400 tags or whatever, or close to it. Here's one right here. So 2,564, and that would be your target to pass. That would be your goal for the week, to pass that player. Now, these are weekly goals. Some of them you're going to run into where they have players way too high tags, but mainly you want to concentrate your targets being on the alliances above you. Now, one more thing. Uh, I'm pretty much calling him the Stone Vengeance Destroyer. He's been attacking all the low levels Stone Vengeance, and he actually took almost 200 tags away from Stone Vengeance in one day. He did attack Stone Vengeance Academy, but for some reason, I mean, he ran through all the players of Stone Vengeance Academy. It was ridiculous. And yeah, we look at the leaderboard, and I cannot find Stone Vengeance Academy no more. So I don't know if they fell off the top 100, they're not on the search engine, or if they went ahead and changed their name. Actually, let's take a quick look down here and see if, well, actually I would not be able to see them if they're on here, so we'll go ahead and skip that. But there's a lot of ways y'all can motivate y'all's troops, motivate y'all players. Y'all should get with it, man. Go ahead, if they're inactive, just get rid of them, man. Just drop them. If they're low tags, inactive, there's no point. If they're not compensating with you, they're not talking with you, they're not part of your team, man. They're just sitting there. Now, you know, me personally, you know, if I got players I'm talking to, you know, and we're kicking it and we're really cool with each other, you know, but they just don't have the firepower, then, you know, it's okay to move to a second alliance, you know. Like, that's why we have the Genesis program for players who want to do, like, ults just to have fun, or players who want to go ahead and build up the firepower. There is one person in Genesis I'm going to holler at after this video, and I'm quite impressed with. So I'm going to get out of here. I hope this helps out. I'm going to be doing a lot more battle recordings, so I go ahead and pop up the battles on here. And that's about it, man. I'll see you on the battlefield, soldiers. Good luck.